Big Snoop Dogg. It's in the game.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my bed.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. This shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Never try, work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase double dreams. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase double dreams. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase double dreams. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. It's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Denver Broncos. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. Mike, 27. Take me out. Here we go.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chopper.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check 99. Check 99. Blue draw quarter. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Go.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Mike, 55. Gone. Watch a slant.
Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They run with Pumphrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Hey, do.
On 3rd down, Hamilton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Six. Pull it high.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Come on, set. 60 or. Here we go. Ready?
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Kamara. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
From the gun on third down, Jones. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. On his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Oh, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Got it. Right 47. Check right 47. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 14-yard line.
Ready
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
You ready?
The mic. 47's the mic.
Oh, here we go. Oh. Get it.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On the set.
The mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll They'll try to run it in with Murray. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. This is Murray. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Looking to throw on second down. Hamilton, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Hamilton, he's got his tight end Fant, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Looking to throw. Hamilton. That's complete to Jake Buck. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. They'll run here with Pumphrey. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw on second down. Hamilton. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. On 4th down, Hamilton. This is the tight end Fant. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Comfort. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Back to throw. Hamilton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Let's go.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. It's caught by Davis. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Come on, fellas.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Let's go, boys.
Well, let's see who this is on.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant.
55. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Get it.
It's Pumphrey on the toss. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Down. 60 outlaw.
I got it.
Looking to throw on second down. Hamilton. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Man, we got to get this stop here, D.
To throw on second down, Hamilton. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
Let it. 10 Lobo.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Switch.
They run it again with Kamara. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 20.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Under 10. 10.
On first down, Murray. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Again, it's Murray. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On third down, it's Pollard. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Pumphrey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. My 55. Protein spill. No. Off. Say go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hamilton. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Hamilton. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hamilton over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
8, read.
Check 55, Mike. Go. Check. Check hot route.
Now a toss play. This is Pumphrey. Pass it. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
Check 37. Check 37. Kill.
Squeeze. Let's go.
Here's Pollard again. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. On 3rd down, Pollard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
A handoff to start out the drive. It's Pumphrey. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Back to throw. Hamilton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and it's third down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Come on.
Looking to throw. Hamilton. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
Here we go.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
On 4th down, Hamilton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make.
Latavius Murray. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the